Hello Pisces Sun sign and Pisces Ascendant. This is your forecast for August 2016. And this month there's a lot going on in your 6th house, which correlates to the sign of Virgo. So Virgo is your opposite sign. So this month might feel a little awkward for you at times because, again, Virgo is your opposite sign, and that just indicates that you might feel out of place, or the energy can feel difficult for you in a sense, but it doesn't have to be that way. So let's talk about this. So the month starts out with the Sun and Venus moving through your 6th house. 6th house correlates with your work and your daily responsibilities, okay? On August 2nd, you have a new moon as well in the 6th house. So, first and foremost, let's talk about the positive. Let's talk about the challenging. There can be a strong desire for you to be productive. And maybe it's not even a desire. Maybe it's more that you feel a desperate need to get things accomplished. Okay, so that can be stressful. Okay, so this can definitely indicate in the positive that you can be very productive. You can get things accomplished. That'll give you a sense of satisfaction. You can even get yourself ahead of the game. But the negative of this is that you try to do too much. You have unrealistic expectations, and you can be a perfectionist. And if you do those things, that is a wonderful recipe for misery. So just make sure that you focus on your priorities this month. First things first. Put out the fires of lesser importance much later, okay? Get your priorities accomplished first, and don't be too hard on yourself or too critical. You're only human. You're doing the best you can. This can indicate, it's got to be just right, and if you can't hit this high expectation of perfect, it's going to add to your anxiety. You've got all these things you want to get done, and then, oh my God, I have to keep redoing this because it's not perfect. So do your best to have an attitude of excellence and let go of needing to be perfect or flawless, because it's been possible anyway. Another thing this can indicate is that you tend to worry about things much more than you should. I'm a big believer in the law of attraction, which states that like attracts like, and I personally think of worry as negative prayer, because you're unwittingly focusing your energies on possibly negative scenarios that can come into your life, and that can definitely keep you stuck or attract more negative things to worry about. So be careful with that. Let go of problems as much as you can. So in other words, do the best you can during the day, and let go and let God. So you learn to walk in faith this month, okay? The new moon. The new moon can definitely indicate that there's a new opportunity in your work in some way. So definitely, if you've been feeling stuck in your career or don't like the current job that you have, something new can pop into your life. So this is definitely about being confident and going for these new opportunities when they arise. Okay, now August 13th, Saturn finally goes direct, and let's see, it's in your 10th house of career. Okay, so let's talk about this just real briefly. So wherever Saturn goes, it tells me where there are problems, where life is difficult. Also tells me where you're weak and where you need to be stronger. So Saturn in the 10th house, career is unfulfilling. It is stressful, it is hard, or possibly you're not getting the level of respect that you should be getting. They take your hard work for granted, in other words. Okay? So when it's retrograde, everything I just said is to the second power. You just feel stuck, depressed, miserable in a sense, maybe hopeless. So with Saturn going direct, again, this is great news. Things are moving forward for you. Got the new moon in the 6th house. Something's popping for you. All right. Also, let me say this, on August 2nd, Mars goes into your 10th house. So again, more indicator of activity with your life path and or your career. Things are beginning to move. So if you've been trying to get a new job or career, this can definitely indicate that finally the fish start nibbling at the bait, so to speak, and you start getting more attention. Okay, Saturn is about respect, and you start getting the respect that you have earned. Okay, I want to say this though: make sure that you love yourself and approve of yourself, and you feel worthy of all good things, especially in career, or you're going to keep yourself stuck. Okay, the big thing as well, if life's been hard this year, and it looks like it has in career, don't despair. This is really just saying that it hasn't been your time in the sun just yet, but this month your time has approached you, or it will approach you. Okay, so keep the faith. Now, let's talk about this. August 17th, Venus makes a wonderfully harmonious trine aspect to Pluto, and Venus is going to be in your 7th house. Pluto's in your 11th house. So a few things with this. Your love life heats up. Your social life heats up. This is really desiring to connect with those in your inner circle much more powerfully. You want to share where you are, share your thoughts, feelings, hopes, and dreams with those people in your inner circle. And if you're willing to open up and do that, it looks like you're going to feel very loved and supported and valued. Okay. Now there's a lunar eclipse on August 18th, and it's going to be in Aquarius in your 12th house. So this is definitely saying that being more spiritual in your life is something that's really going to give you a great sense of inner peace and maybe give you some powerful insights as well. And Pisces in general, it's always been my personal perspective that Pisces is a sign that really has no choice in that matter. They must be spiritual in order to be happy in general. So if you are already on a spiritual path of your discipline and your spirituality, in other words, if you make time for quality alone time with yourself, to pray, to meditate, to study spiritual subjects, this is going to be a rewarding period for you when this lunar eclipse occurs. Okay, if you're not, you can find a real strong desire to do so and explore this side of your life. Now lastly, August 24th, Mars aligns with Saturn. This is when things get red hot in your career. So let's talk about Saturn again. The positive of Saturn being disciplined, all right, having a great work ethic. The negative being paralyzed by fear. And then Mars comes along, which represents courage and passion. So when these two align, it definitely looks like you've gotten some opportunity, and man, you are really running with it. You're going for the gold. This is your opportunity. You're sick and tired of settling for less. You finally got the brass ring. You're racing for the finish line. So it's definitely about not settling for less. As I said, being courageous. Even if you don't feel worthy of what you want in career or of an opportunity that's come to you, this is like being courageous and facing those fears and proving to yourself that you are indeed worthy of it. Okay, so that concludes your forecast for the month of August, and I'd like to say that this has been a general forecast for the sign of Pisces. If you'd like something more in depth, please click on my information down below, click on my website, and contact me. I can give you something that's much more personalized. And also, if you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. I do indeed hope you have a wonderful month. It looks like you are, especially with career, and I will talk to you next month. Bye-bye.